Alright guys, this is Mafia Weapons Part 2. I'm doing a Part 2 because there's some weapons that I didn't mention last time, and there's some weapons that I did mention, but I didn't actually have them on hand. So I decided to make a Part 2. So first off, we have leather slappers or blackjacks, leather billy clubs, and wooden billy clubs. Now these were originally used by police, but later on they were being used by mafia members. These ones specifically, they're easy to conceal, durable, fairly heavy, and a great impact weapon. If you get hit with one of these, they can easily knock you out, break bones, or cause death. These are usually carried by mobsters in their pockets or in the inner pocket of the coat. They use them in fights, mostly in fights, beatdowns, extortions, and not so much as a weapon to take someone out. Next up is a straight razor or a cutthroat razor, a common item back in the day for shaving, but mobsters had to turn it into a weapon. They would use them in fights and also to sneak up on someone and slash your neck to take them out. So next up we got brass knuckles. Again, just like the billy clubs, the mafia used them a lot in their fights, beatdowns, extortions, and all that fun stuff. They used it because it hurts a lot, it can break bones, it's easy to conceal, and it protects the user's knuckles. Next one is an ice pick. I didn't have an actual ice pick in my first weapons video, in my first Mafia weapons video. It was more of an awl. This time I have a real ice pick. It was used by many mob hitmen. It was a common item to have because everyone needed to break ice with ice picks to keep their food cold because they didn't have freezers. And also this was a weapon favored by murdering hitman Irving Cohen. And a hammer. A weapon used by the mafia to question people about unpaid debts. Alright, so next up is lead pipes. Now this one is the one that I found, and I kind of spray painted it and taped up a handle on it. But lead pipes were a very common item to find laying around the cities back in the day, and the mob used them more as a weapon of opportunity wherever they saw one. Many mobsters have used this for beatdowns and stuff like that. But Tommy DeSimone, a mafia hitman, actually used it to do a hit on at least one person. And it's not something that costs any money, so they can basically just toss the evidence after they've used it. So next up we have the garrote, a weapon used by Richard Kuklinski and a lot of other mafia hitmen. So I mentioned the garrote in my Mafia Weapons Part 1 video, and I also made 2 entire videos talking about garrotes. But I decided to show it in this video, to show this one particularly, because in my Mafia Weapons Part 1 video, all I had was a piece of string, and this time I have a better example of a garrote, complete with little washer handles. Next up is an axe. This was a weapon used by mob hitman Harry Strauss, a hitman who worked for Murder Inc. The way he used it is he followed his target into a theater, and while everyone was watching the movie, he grabbed what was probably a fireman's axe off the wall and swung it into his target's head and ran out of the theater. I'm adding one random improvised weapon just because it was in the movie Godfather 3. If you watched Godfather 3, then maybe you'll remember the scene where the guy gets past the bodyguard because he didn't have any weapons on him, and he kills his target by taking off the man's glasses and stabbing him in the neck with them. Now, depending on the sharpness of the edge of the glasses and what they are made out of and how hard you hit, that may be possible because it was a neck area, but it's highly unlikely. Now, could glasses be designed that have a sharp enough edge to be able to do that? Yeah, of course. So basically he grabbed it and he used that end in the guy's neck. Alright guys, that's it for the video. Thanks for watching.